My name is Amy Selkirk. I am the instructor of oboe at the University of South Alabama, and today I'm here to help you with your lyrical etude for the Alabama High School All-State auditions. This etude comes out of the Fairling book. It is number 5 in the Fairling book. If you look at the key signature, there's just one sharp, F sharp, which means that we are in the key of G major. And our time signature is 2-4, which means there's 2 beats in a measure, and the quarter note gets the beat. And if you look at the tempo marking, it says andante cantabile. Andante just means a nice moderate walking tempo, and cantabile means in a singing style. So we want to pretend we're singers in this etude. So nice lyrical playing, lots of phrasing. And if you are able to use vibrato, this is an excellent time to use it. So one of the first things I would listen for in this etude is a nice clean but soft attack on that first note. So the way I teach students to do soft attacks on notes is to put the reed in your mouth as though you're about to play, and then cover the end of the reed with your tongue, and then start blowing air behind your tongue. And once you feel like you have enough air going to get that note to speak, you're going to remove your tongue. And that is how you get a nice, clean, soft attack. It's really important in this etude to follow all of the dynamics that are written, so all of your crescendos and decrescendos, but also as a general rule, when the line is ascending, we want to get louder, and when the musical line is descending, we want to get softer. A couple issues I think you might run into if you look at line 2, measure 3, you have your octave B's. So you play your one-fingered B, and then you slur up to the B that is an octave higher. It's very important to make sure that these 2 B's are perfectly in tune with each other. Especially since you're decrescendoing between the 2 notes, I think sometimes when we decrescendo, if we don't have enough air support going, the note tends to go sharp. We don't want that, so this is a good thing to practice with a tuner in front of you. And then another thing I thought I should point out is line 3. This is the second to last measure. You have staccato notes with a slur over it, and that can be a little bit confusing sometimes because it's 2 completely opposite things, right? So when you see that in music, it just means you're going to tongue the notes, but it should be a nice legato style, so nice smooth tonguing and very little space between the notes. So it just means legato tonguing essentially. Then we get into line 4 of this etude, and it's a total mood change. So the first 3 lines is very peaceful, relaxed. It reminds me of just a nice stroll around a park on a perfect day. And then we get to line 4, we have some heavy accents, and it's forte, and it's this marcato style all of a sudden. So I think it's really important to bring out that style contrast, so make sure you bring up your volume, really bring out those accents. I think the trill can be a little bit faster when you get to that trill, just to bring out the style contrast. And then one last thing that I wanted to talk about is the high E that you have the end of line 4. So this is the last note that you will play in this etude. If you have not played a high E before, the fingering is going to be half hole, your middle finger, your ring finger, and then you're going to use your pinky to actually play 2 keys. You're going to use your left pinky to press the A flat key and the E flat key simultaneously. So it's covering 2 keys. And then in your right hand, you're going to have your middle finger and your ring finger. And then you need an octave key. So my oboe has 2 back octave keys. If you just have one, you would just use your normal octave key. If you have this key here, it's called a 3rd octave key. So that is just supposed to make the note sound a little bit more brilliant as well as be a little bit more in tune. And that's the high E. I think it's easy to go sharp on that note if you have a little bit too much reed in your mouth, so make sure you don't have too much reed in your mouth, a nice relaxed embouchure, and then lots of air support behind it. It's going to keep it nice and in tune. If you have any questions about this etude, please feel free to email me. It's amyselkirk@southalabama.edu. Thank you.